So I'm going to have a go at Leetcode's problem number 6. It's called zigzag conversion. So the string PayPal is hiring is written in a zigzag pattern on a given number of rows like this. It's going down and then back up. Read line by line, it looks like this. PAHN and then the central bit and then YIR at the end. Okay, so write the code that will take the string and make this conversion given a number of rows. Okay, so I've put the 3 examples that they gave us. PayPal is hiring 3, PayPal is hiring 4 and A1 in to test it. But I'll probably come up with some other cases there. Now, what I'm going to do is build a string for each of the rows, and I guess you start off, if we look here, you start off in the first string and work your way down to the bottom string, and then work your way back up and back down, building the strings, and then at the end I'll just join those strings together, and that's the answer. Now, a string isn't particularly efficient to manipulate, but a string builder is there for that purpose. So I'm going to make an array of string builders. So builder, and I'm going to call it rows equals new string builder array, and it's going to consist of the number of rows. There's going to be number of rows string builders. So now I need to loop through the characters of the string. So I say for char C in S to char array, so that I'm going to loop through each character. And first I'm going to say, I'm going to make a boolean, and I'm going to call that direction, and I'll start it off as false, and if direction is false we're going to be working down arrays, or rather up, or maybe I'll make this an int. I'll make this an int and I'll make it 1. So this is going to be the index that we add on to the array, and the initial index is going to be 0. Right, now we loop through the characters. I'm going to say rows at index append the character, and then I'm going to add direction to the index. But before that, if index is 0, I'm going to change the direction to 1, and if index is num rows -1, I'm going to change the direction to -1. In other words, if we hit this one, if the index hits the maximum value, number of rows, -1, because we're indexing from 0, then we'll change the direction to go back up. And if the index hits the top, we'll change the direction to go back down, but we'll put the letter in first. So now I should have my 3 strings, or my 4, however many strings. I just need to join them together. So I can now just loop through my string builders. Make a new string builder, result, return result, append this string builder. It doesn't like S because it's the original string. So that's it, and return result. I think that's it. I think it's pretty straightforward. Result to string. So let's just test that, and then I'm going to have a think about corner cases. Null pointer, because rows indexes no. Oh, I just forgot to for int I equals null. I is less than num rows I plus plus, and rows I equals new string builder. I didn't build those. I just initialized the array, and it was full of nulls. So let's have another go at that, and there I think we can see that it's working. I'll just check with the original, check with the problem statement paper. It was PAH nap L, yeah, this is right, pinal, yeah, and A is on its own. Now always have a think about the constraints. So the length is between 1 and 1,000. Well, we've already hit the bottom and the top in these, so I don't see what else can go wrong. Integer is well able to cope with 1,000, so that's simple. A comma or a full stop, that's not going to make any difference. And the number of rows is between 1 and 1,000. Now if the number of, I could make a small optimization and say that if num rows equals 1, return S, and also if it's the other way round and num rows is longer than string length, then we're just going to build a column of characters, and the result is also going to be S. So that's not going to change anything, but I think that's it, and I think I'm going to submit that. So that's done pretty well there. I imagine the ones that were a little bit slower just missed that initial get out if we didn't have to do any work, and there's probably some string manipulation, string concatenation going on ones that are a bit slower, but I'm happy with that. So thanks for watching.